OBC. Mr. Animesh Chauhan, the MD and the CEO of Oriental Bank of Commerce, joins in to talk about the Q2 performance. Mr. Chauhan, congratulations. The stock has reacted well to what has been a good stability in the gross NPL ratios this time. But can you take us through more internals of the asset quality? What, for example, was the fresh slippages this quarter and any sale of loans to asset reconstruction companies?
Yes. See, the sale to asset reconstruction company this time is only 2 accounts worth about 5.74 crores. So it is almost negligible.
Okay.
The slippages this time are around 770 crores compared to the previous quarter. Of about 1600. Yes, tell me.
Compared to how much last quarter?
See, the September 14 was 978 crores. March 15 was 762. Last quarter was much higher at 1600. This time it is 770.
All right. Could you also give us some color on what your fresh restructuring was under the 525 scheme as well?
The 525 scheme, we did 2 accounts of about 200 crores, 204 crores during this quarter.
Okay. What is your pipeline, sir, in terms of your 525 as well as your slippage run rate?
The slippage run rate, see, we are seeing reduction of stress in several sectors. So they are like roads and ports, and so we don't see much of the slippages from these sectors coming. But yes, in power and steel, there is still stress. And hopefully things are being improved, the type of steps being taken by the government. As the stress goes down, the threat of slippages will go down. But if any 1 or 2 big accounts slip in a quarter, the number looks a bit distorted. But otherwise, the slippages should be in the range that it has been during this quarter, so barring those, if any big accounts.
So it should be around 700 crores, say, at least in the next 2 quarters, according to you?
Yes. Hopefully, unless some big account on these sectors shows a sudden problem.
And similarly,
which we hope as the...
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Similarly, unless, but the steps that are being taken by the government on power also and steel also, hopefully they'll stabilize and we'll not see surprises, but you can never rule it out. Yes.
And what is your pipeline for 525?
525, we don't have much of the pipeline right now, but these keep coming and the decisions happen quite fast. So the development happens within the quarter. As you will see, it has not been much. In the quarter also only 2 accounts for 200 crores. But yes, 525 on both projects that are doing well, completed projects and running, there also it is happening. So not essentially only on stressed assets.
All right, that's as far as the asset quality is concerned, but could you give us some color on what the credit offtake is like? What do you expect your FY16 loan book to grow at?
See, if you look at our structure of the credit, about 53% is corporate credit, where our growth this quarter has been only about 1.5%. So that we expect to improve in the 4th quarter with the economy going up. Some demand from the corporate sector will start coming. But if you look at our other book, the RAM book, the retail, agriculture and MSME, which is constituting about 46-47% of the loan book, there the growth has improved already to above 14%. It is about 14.04. So the overall credit growth during this quarter, if you see on YOY, is around 7%. So if this RAM growth we expect to improve as it has been doing quarter after quarter and reach around 18 to 20% by the financial year end. And if the corporate credit book shows a bit of a demand rise in the last quarter, the loan book growth should be in double digit. We are expecting around 10 to 12% in the financial year end position.
Okay. Mr. Chauhan, I just wanted to actually ask you about your gross NPLs again. Was there a strong amount of recoveries undertaken by the bank? Is that an initiative that you're looking at? And if in case you could quantify it for us?
Yes, the recoveries are very hard earned and recoveries in the balance from previous quarter, they have gone up a bit. If you look at the NPA slippages and recovery position in Q2, the recoveries are about 265 crores, which is compared to 170 crores in the last quarter and 186 in the September 14 quarter. So that is a bit up because of the very hard efforts and very focused working that the bank has been doing on recoveries, especially under SARFAESI and through DRTs also and individual cases also. But this will be remaining at this same level.
Okay. What were your net interest? What were your net interest margins this quarter?
Our net interest margin this quarter was 2.76, an improvement of about 11 basis points quarter on quarter. But we expect it to, with the base rate reductions we have already done, to be around 2.70 going ahead.
Okay. Sir, just had a couple of more questions if I could bother you with it.
Yeah.
We had a Moody's analyst, who spoke to us earlier, and he said that the recognition of the stressed assets is expected to be the only problem that we might see in terms of gross NPLs going forward, or the large problem. But power as well as iron remains one of the key focus areas or the stress points. How much exposure do you have to power as well as iron and steel at this point in time, and how much of stress do you expect in incremental quarters from that sector?
See, how much I will not be able to tell, because in power also a lot of steps have been taken by the government. The coal supply position and all has stabilized quite well. The DISCOM problem, as is being discussed, gets solved, and then the power situation must show a substantial increase. So I don't see much slipping from there, but iron and steel still remains a worry, though some of the good signs are coming, but it is quite not stable as yet. Our exposure to iron and steel is around 9,600 crores, and already about 1,000 crores are declared as NPAs. And in power, it is part of the infrastructure group. So there I am not seeing much of the deterioration, if at all, to happen in the coming days.
And which sectors did you refinance from 525?
See, it was only 2 accounts.
Yeah.
So, talking of sectors will not be good on that. One was a road project, one was in steel. So, say talking about in 200 crores, talking about sectors in 2 accounts will not be very relevant to talk of.
Okay, understood, sir. Sir, just one quick question. What is your plan in terms of branch addition? Because we've heard a lot about the branch addition plans from some banks, which was not taken too well. And obviously digital initiatives in the context of increasing competition in the banking space. Where do you think OBC stands on its plans, sir? And how many branches do you currently have?
We have a plan of opening to 100 branches during this year. So far, as on today, we have opened 57. We intend to open all the remaining 43 before December. So our 100 branch opening plan will be completing by December, so that we gain into some business from those branches. On the digital platform, yes, a lot of things are in the pipeline, and we expect during this financial year to have a lot of initiatives on mobile banking and the other platforms coming up, including our net banking. We did a new revamped version. Our call center has been upgraded very recently, so those impacts will be seen in the coming quarters.
All right, Mr. Chauhan, thanks a lot for joining us and giving us all those details. And before we slip into a short break, just pull up Adani Ports and SEZ. That stock is trading at the high point of the day, seen a sharp uptick just ahead of its numbers. But coming up on the other side, some specific trading strategies with Gaurav Bisau of LKP Securities and Pritesh Mehta of IIFL.